Hello, my name is Evelyn, and in this video, I'll walk you through the 4 principles and the key skills you need to teach a child to read, write, and build a strong vocabulary using the early phonics program. The first principle of early phonics and the first key skill you need to teach synthetic phonics using the early phonics program is the letter sounds, also called the phonemes. We have 42 of these letter sounds in the early phonics program, and in the next video I'll show you how to introduce each of these letter sounds in a classroom setting. The first principle of early phonics and the first key skill you need to teach a child to read, write, and build a strong vocabulary using the early phonics program is the letter sounds. We have 42 letter sounds in the early phonics program, and in the next video I will show you how to introduce each of these letter sounds in a classroom setting. The second principle of early phonics, which is also the second skill you need to have to be able to teach a child to read, write, and build a strong vocabulary using the early phonics program, is called letter formation. For a child, it's important to know how each letter is formed. It helps a child's handwriting, and if you do it properly, it also helps their memory of the letter sounds, particularly for those kids who are visual learners. Next on the line of principles, you have blending and segmenting, which is the third skill you need to teach a child to read using the early phonics program. So, what's blending and what's segmenting? Blending and segmenting are fancy ways of saying break it apart and put it together again, and this is very simple. A simple example of blending is when I give you 3 sounds like s, a, s, and then you blend them together to form a word sat, or I give you 3 sounds like a, s, and you blend them together to form the word cat. You see, blending is very simple. Segmenting is just the opposite of blending. So when I ask you to segment, what I'm expecting from you is to take a word and split it into its component sounds. So I can give you a word like sat and you split it into s, a. Or I give you a word like sit and you split it into s, I, s. And so segmenting is just as simple as it goes. The fourth principle of early phonics, which by the way is the fourth skill you need to teach a child to read using the early phonics program, is called tricky words. So what are tricky words? Tricky words, also called sight words, are words that do not conform to the regular phonetic sound patterns. Certain words in English language do not follow the normal phonetic sound patterns, and one example of these words is one, like the number 1. The spelling for the number 1, O-N-E, does not fit into any of the normal phonetic sound patterns, so we say one is a tricky word. And when we teach children any words that do not fall into the regular phonetic sound patterns, we just tell them that those words are tricky words. And that brings us to the end of this lesson, where we learned the 4 key skills and the 4 principles of early phonics, which are the letter sounds, the letter formation, blending and segmenting, and the tricky word. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you again in the next video.